around. I'm not a big fan of the Vengeful Spirit as well. The lineup feels very squishy, I would say. Not too much team fight as well on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward to seeing some of the heroes that we just don't get to see too much of. Secret Revenge and PSG.LGD, obviously with the final block, but I would have to agree. I think it's definitely going to be a bit difficult for Secret, and Zai's going to really have to up his game against all these hard counters that he's going to have to deal with as Pangolier.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Sumi. Yes, hopefully going to be a fun one. We, of course, have just come off the back of a series that was rather one-sided. EG able to walk away with quite a simple 2-0. This one, a Secret versus PSG.LGD, should be a closer match at right the cost.
Should be, yeah. You know, it's hard to say. You never know with Team Secret. Like, sometimes they just, you know, put themselves in a bad spot with the draft, but, you know, still, it's a Team Secret. If someone can make this work, it is them for sure. Also, I would expect something else rather than this position 5 clockwork, because they have swap, they have leaps, you don't really threaten a kill on Mirana. You also have like Pangolier. Sometimes he struggles because of the cogs and everything. Also, Ember Spirit can get out, so clockwork's not going to get too much value out of this game, I would say.
See how much of a disruption Y can cause in the fights. Lane setups where we're going to be having at the moment, it looks like Zai. Backed up by Yapso and Puppy around the ring control. Maybe see if they can action onto Y and Arme.
Now the battle begins.
Y stepping in. Over Terror out. Y, he's going to be able to grab the bouncy rune, but he will die for this. Secret, waiting with the verifiers. Yapso surely going to have the right clicks and take him out.
First blood spell.
Does in fact Zai. They want to get the first
pause instead of BM pause.
Whoa.
Okay, so 2080 when it's Arme.
Much appreciated.
I think on the first day or the second day, he built 6th item BKB on a Monkey King. Like, just refusing to buy one.
I like it.
Arrow. Nice block. It looked like he caught the arrow, but actually just blocked it so the range creep does not die. Did it on purpose.
That's smart stuff. Because of that, we'll be able to deny the range. So did Arme and Y. Down the bottom against Zai and Yapso. Over in the mid, nothing to say. DP against Nietzsche Ember. Top lane, Puppy. Porting Matsuma Man's Troll. Off lane Bloodseeker.
A wyvern's breath.
And the 4 Wyvern. Well, yeah, we'll see what Xinku's going to be able to do with the hero in this position. How much he's going to be able to achieve with the step up in priority on the hero.
Like, first couple of levels, level 1, level 2, Wyvern is really weak as a position 4/5, whatever. And once you get the second point in a Splinter Blast, then you can start pumping up some damage. It's also not the greatest setup for the Blood Right, only the slow is there, like you don't have any like real stun.
Son of a...
Matu on the troll. This carry, one of the most solid laners in the game. Deal with pretty much the majority of popular lanes that are thrown at you nowadays. That strong capability between the melee and the range form, and solid chance of being able to trade back if melee heroes like the Bloodseeker do ever try and go on you.
Bloodseeker is a strong laner. 6 armor, level 2. I love the item build, Magic Stick, because you know the troll will be pumping out those Whirling Axes, and same goes from Puppy's Vengeful Spirit. A double courier kill. Like, this should reveal the board.
Hey, imagine so.
So that's 60 gold times 5, 300 gold just by killing 2 couriers for the whole team.
Also, unfortunately, though, with the courier's dead.
You're welcome, Owen.
What do we got? Oh,
because I've been doing the math, and it's correct. It's
that's why we get
quick.
You here. You're here for the brains. I'm here for the
means.
I don't know why.
Man. Nothing to say. Already has enough to buy a bottle. Didn't even bring any other items. Just 1 set of Tango. Same goes for Ember Spirit. Straight into bottle.
So, I mean, as we said, this game, Zai, lots of things he's got to be worrying about. You know, if you're playing the Panga, what would you say is the biggest threat in sort of team fights? Like, who's looking to mess you up the most?
From PSG.LGD?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Wyvern. Like, the only team fight pretty much they have is Pangolier Rolling Thunder, and he has the best ability pretty much, that's Rupture, so you have to cancel it or roll and die. And you have also Winter's Curse, something that the Pangoliers don't really like to play into. Also, any kind of leash mechanic is a pretty big deal. Top lane, some pressure. Let's see if he has... No, not. It's on cooldown, unfortunately.
Puppy himself.
We'll still go for it.
Very, very low. Out of regen, Puppy might have to take the walk back to base or get something sent out on the courier. He is not in a good position to help the lane now. Another Splinter Blast, even connecting as Jinku will push him all the way back on his road to base. Oh, the Rocket Flare!
He snipes him.
He did! Lovely little move there from Y, able to get a kill from across the map.
Has been killed.
Excellent shot.
Dire's
He gets the D ward on top of that as well. There's no point for him to get the cogs in this lane. As we've said, like, you're playing against the Pangolier, you're playing against Mirana, they have the leap charges, they have tools to actually get away from that. Puppy, after dying, TP's mid, refills the bottle for Nisha.
To save a little bit of a lead in this matchup. As you said, we should expect to see.
Rocket on the top lane. Ooh, Blood Right does not connect.
Really putting on the pressure. Secret safe lane here. PSG.LGD. Matu very low. Does have a salve coming out. Blades of attack and a stick, so at least to have some sort of capabilities to keep himself sustained in the lane. Definitely down bottom. Arme receiving a lot less pressure on his half of the map. A fine time farming underneath the tower.
Bounty rune spawning. I think it's just gonna be 2 for 2 trade. Ahmed, he pretty much always gets Battle Fury on the Monkey King.
Yep.
That's his standard stuff. Into Aghanim Scepter, he just loves to be super greedy on the hero.
Or attempt there from Yapsup. No trouble reading it. Still have that observer. What is about to expire, but was the vision of any sort of angle that Yapsup could attempt to get across the trees.
That Prophet is level 6. They're trying to find the angle on the Ember Spirit, who's still 5. They're gonna go in.
See TP's coming in. Yapsup is gonna try and head over. Lanisha, he's surrounded. Slider fit to try and find some time away from the 3 of them, but he'll get taken out. And the damage to the exorcism of Puppy and Yapsup, they've got to be careful as well. Why?
Yeah, Puppy's
stepping
dead.
over with the battery shot. Puppy is going to get surrounded. There's nothing he can do to keep himself alive. Double kill, but nothing to say.
And Yapsur, he misses the arrow. There was a creep blocking the siege creep unit, so they can't stop the push. First usage of the exorcism, they get 2 kills. They might actually get... I don't think they're going to be able to, like, completely kill the tower, because Ember will come back and half HP. Why? Still manages to get out. Rune is on the top. That Prophet gets it, so it's like 1,500 damage on the tower.
That's a lot. And those 2 kills for nothing to say. CP coming in a bit all over the place with that defense. Not necessarily having the best heroes to push back PSG.LGD when they make that sort of move early on. Try nonetheless, and does not end well for them. 3-1 now. PSG.LGD. Armate threads complete. Now look to farm away from the lane. Feels he can be a bit more efficient in the jungle. Zai has got the Orb of Corrosion and level 6.
Yeah, that's why Ame is like, I can't really be in the lane. Yeah, need to go back to the jungle, otherwise they're just gonna kill me. Fate Beyond on the top lane does not have a level 6 yet, going towards the row of Atos, which I really like. Great against Ember Spirit, great against Pangolier, Mirana, all these maneuverable heroes. Like, you just want to be able to lock them down, and of course it's a great setup for Blood Right.
They found him. Why? He's able to walk up, get the trap with the cogs. It'll be an easy setup for the Blood Right. Fate Beyond comes over, claims the kill. He's already in this early game. Puppy struggling a bit to really stay on the map. 3 deaths already on the Vengeful Spirit.
Arrow will hit. Easy.
Jeff thinks Radiant's bottom tower.
That's the first turn of Shadow Charge
Dire's middle tower is
on
under
Mirana. Like, ideally you would want to have Wyvern sitting there and just soaking up the XP. He's very hard to kill because of the Arctic Burn.
Meanwhile in the mid lane, tower does go down, but Puppy was able to TP in. GA manages to find the deny. Take that away from PSG.LGD, but nonetheless 8 minutes in, losing their mid-tier 1 tower. They give a lot of room for PSG.LGD to to make plays on the side lanes and just sort of opens up the area of safety that Arme swing between the mid, jungle and the triangle without too much worry of Secret catching him by surprise.
Exorcism popped on the top lane. There should be no response from the Team Secret there. They could potentially just trade a tower on a bottom lane side. Still did not pop that Rolling Thunder. It's a scary thing to play against unless you bring the Blood Secret, then you can just rupture him. Why level 4? He should be the one. Well, both a bit under leveled, both towards level 4.5. So either they leave a lane for Jin-Q to get the levels and then Y buys the dome. Because Clockwork really does not get the far priority in this one.
No. Slow levels from Y. So Nisha, after the phase boost, we'll see what sort of route he wants to go. If he feels the necessity to get some sort of early protective item like the Yules, because they can get away with getting aggressive, getting that Maelstrom first. Be tricky though. There is that hard silence on Nothing to Say that he will have to deal with in the fights. Could be enough to set up the follow-up Blood Right hook shot. So once it's there, why? Now 2 more levels that he's not going to have to worry about that catch, Nisha. Both carries very close to one another. Arme, nice little double stack of the Ancients. Put himself just ahead of Matu, but both going for that same build-up. The Battle Fury is on the horizon for both of them.
Ooh, a scan from Radiant.
Arme has that Primal Spring maxed out, wants to be able to just farm up the Battle Fury. We'll try to stack it one more time, but we'll be able to do so.
Quite a lot out of this end. A little more than Matu's able to for the neutrals that was working his way around down bottom. Catch to be found on to Jin-Q. Get the jump around the bouncies.
Moonlight Shadow is available, so they can make a move. Just need to push the lane so they know something's not up.
Are you a fan of this Lacoste? Sort of classic Yapsor style.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen what he's going for. You know, Aghanim Scepter after getting the urn. It's a good Aghanim's upgrade. No, it's not an S tier, but it's a greedy one. Kind of suits Yapsor's playstyle.
Not for sure. Gonna be pushing out lanes, doing damage, getting those creeps with the Starstorm on the arrow. Nice of action here, Why? He's got 6. We'll be able to hook shot back to safety.
Paying attention?
It's over towards Faith Beyond, and Secret won't be able to catch him.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
He's going to feel that he can get away with getting the Maelstrom first. Woke up from PSG.LGD. No hook shot, of course, for 40 seconds, but Faith Beyond has the rod complete. So that solid setup into the silence of the Blood Right could do wonders. Nisha there with the invis. Just smell that whole movement. Drop it down now. Die. Bring it wide low here. Thinking about getting in on this. He's in contact with PSG.LGD. They turn. The rod. And the Blood Right. The ball is trying to spot. From Nothing to Say. They lock down Nisha. Nisha, the silence. It's too long. Nisha can't get out of this. As Nisha goes down, Rudger's already on his side. Still got the Winter's Curse. If you can find the opportunities to lock them downside. Rupture wears off. He's going to roll his way out. He'll head back to safety. Will make it away. To PSG.LGD, they get the big take down Nisha.
You can feel the power of the Bloodseeker against the Pangolier. Also great setup from Road of Atos into Silence. That's a 6-second duration. Silence followed up by Silence from the Death Prophet. Extra 3 seconds. Ember Spirit, he wanted to get that Maelstrom. So like you have the item to scale. Already bought the staff. Yeah. So he feels, he needs to get something to get rid of that silence.
No, yeah, it really was always going to be the question this game if he could get away with it. After that, Nisha says, all right, nope, yours absolutely. Maelstrom would definitely go punished. As mid lane Zai off the mark with a swashbuckle. Well, Wise off the mark as well with a hook shot. With a symphony of fails there between the two of them. There's nobody going to get caught out. Well, how's the carries looking back to? Sword away from his Battle Fury. Arme pretty much in the same position. It really is going to be very close.
Neck and neck close. 400 gold away from the Battle Fury. Still did not see a Winter's Curse. Jin-Q going into Glimmer Cape. A lot of damage coming out from them is magical. They will get the D ward.
Coming in.
So, farming away towards the Ags. About halfway done. Both teams really be happy with the passiveness. Of course, whilst the carries farm away, Nisha at least needs that Yule's done before he tries to make any plays. To say it's going to be a very difficult target to go on. The Yule straight into the BKB, making sure that he can be that frontliner that PSG.LGD can fight around. PSG.LGD, whilst Ame continues to defend, they'll make a move towards Nisha. Silence into the rod, the hook shot and the blood right. They lock him down as Nisha, all the swap. Puppey will manage to get the save off. So Puppey able to make sure that Nisha lives. Good job as well, Nisha. He was just 100 gold away from finishing his Yule Scepter. It would have been a very painful time to be caught. Puppey makes the move and Nisha will get to live to see another day.
This is why they picked the Vengeful Spirit. Also, Puppey just loves to play certain heroes like Enchantress, Vengeful Spirit. Even though it's not like the strongest hero right now, they still get to use it really well. I don't think PSG.LGD will make a move until Dead Prophet gets level 2 Exorcism. Spirits go from 8 to 16. They double, so a lot more damage. Smoke, Zai, and Yapsor trying to find a kill on Ame.
Rolling Thunder into the arrow, they can certainly have a shot at getting this. Q-Mark down bottom, looking towards Five Lines, got the back, and the curse is out. Jin Q is able to catch the two of them into the side as Nisha goes down. And now with the chase, they'll look to run down the Superman. Ruptures at the ready, Fabian pops it out. Matsu, he has to get the ult, he's going to pop it, get back in there, try and close the gap, but the Yules is up. Buying time from the Superman, actually still get the kill on Y, but of course will not manage to escape.
At least they got something out of that. Now a kill on position 5. Ame, they did not get him. He managed to get out, was watching the bottom lane, what was happening.
Amazing what you've
Radiant's
done.
getting friendly.
Team fight is just too strong. Like, they have ways of resetting. They have these silences to follow up on the curse with either coming up from the Dead Prophet or the
Dire's
Blood
bottom
Right.
tower is under attack.
It's always going to be very difficult to seek to turn up.
A lot of kiting potential against the Troll. The Cog, Cold Embrace. I'm feeling PSG.LGD.
Absolutely. In those moments as well, where you're seeing Matu getting taken down, and you know that Ame's just free farming elsewhere on the map, that hurts. When you've got 2 Battle Fury carries, and one of them's getting the freedom that Ame is, it's going to be tough to keep up with it, especially when he's going through, as you said, the Ags after the Battle Fury. His farming speed is just going to ramp up at a pace that Matu, he can't afford to get picked up if he wants to keep up with it.
This also allows you to go inside the pit and take it. You can have like 3 heroes. Monkey King can actually solo Roshan. It's going to take a while once he gets the Aghanim Scepter, but with the help of the Exorcism, they could potentially just take it. Ame, scouting things out.
Yeah, he's dangerous territory at the moment.
Radiant's top
Arl
tower is
here.
under attack.
No, Zame. Isn't it cool? He's have good backup now. White and secure around. They come in with a...
I want to see Jin Q get a bit more farm priority as a 4 Wyvern, because he is such a great setup. I want to see like a Blink Dagger, possibly even Ether Lance on top of that, just to have that long-range initiation.
This fight, again, just going to be another very tough one. Network different is close, but you just look at heroes like this Death Prophet, nothing to say. BKB just about 500 gold away. When he's got this BKB and Yules, Exorcism out, Secret, they're going to have to back away from it. I don't know if they're going to be able to fight this Death Prophet.
They just don't have enough curse damage, so like there's always going to be curse to react. A Dead Prophet can get the Yule Scepter off, possibly. You know, there's so many things. We still did not see the big combo, the curse into Wukong's command, because Ame does not feel comfortable fighting yet. He can connect it. They're planting down the sentry and the observer ward. Nothing to say. He's good.
It's the whole movement. They'll spend a bit of time here with the 4 of them searching all over the place.
Oh no. He wants to go back in.
Oh, this might be costly if he reveals himself to burst the next wave. Yapsor Matthews, yeah, shown on the wave. Yeah, no, there's no way nothing to say shows himself now, surely.
Just stay in the trees. This is a line that has been said during TI1 or TI2. Still up to date.
Goes for the nuke on the wave. Zai still around, maybe able to start something. As about going for this Zai, keeping himself hidden. Nothing says going to spot him out. Now they're trying to have the Yule setup. Arrow coming in. Timing won't quite be there. EP's immediately coming through from PSG.LGD. No secret for something. Of course, won't push any further, not take any risks that close to the tier 2 of PSG.LGD. Going elsewhere, of course, Matu. Close to having the S and Y done. Of course, Blink after the yours.
Well,
not quite done.
Finishes Aghanim Scepter. Needs one more creep wave.
This Monkey King's gonna get very, very far. Arme has just had complete freedom in his first 19 minutes.
They're making a move on the bottom so he can TP to the bottom lane and connect with the rest of the team if needed.
There we go, look at setting it up wide. Hook shot straight to the back of Fake Young. Not the ideal start, but it does the job. Kill is found. Nisha gonna head out with the TP and won't be able to find him in time.
They got another kill. Like, they could potentially just go inside and force a fight inside the pit. I don't think Team Secret team fight is enough to actually just threaten. There we go.
Nisha. It's walking up to the high ground. Arme just dropped down the Wukong's command. Nisha does have a remnant prepared down bottom, so he is away. But now he's on the other side of the map. PSG.LGD. They're going to look to get into the pit, pop the exorcism, and they'll look to take this before Secret's able to set themselves in up in a position to contest this.
They don't have Wukong's command. Like, I guess he was relying on Dead Prophet to land the silence, but she was a bit too far away from it. And the rest of the team, like, they have 3 people on the bottom. Like this, Roshan, Zai, back to jump in.
Back, ready to get the kill on Roche. Aegis will still be picked up as well by PSG.LGD. There's nothing to say, able to take it, as well as taking Zai's life.
Ahmed made a slot. He wanted to pick it up, but got stunned. Yeah, they did not want to risk anything. Nothing to say is like, you know, I'm just grabbing it.
10 support. Over on the mid, Puppy. Nothing to say, able to dodge the magic missile there with the illusion room. Arrow's coming in, Faith behind the steps to the side, gets back in, takes down Puppy. PSG.LGD, they can now start to get a bit of a push on, even without the exorcism. Core's very strong right now. And Forever just staying in the faces of Secret, so Secret just aren't really having any chance to get on any sort of mission to hunt down Armor. They just don't have the space to make that move.
It's very hard for them to gank with their heroes, considering the situation they're in right now. Like, it's Mirana 4 that they have a setup, you know, they have a setup with the Ember Spirit, but it's a bit tough to execute considering they're playing into Wyvern. Arrow will connect on a mid lane, might be able to burst it down. That's the first light.
Gotta be careful, Jinq. Winter's curse in 15 seconds. Do they want to go in and try and take him down? Rolling Thunder coming out from side. Found the change straight over towards Jinq and a
good roll.
Maybe out the advance before again for the Wukong's command is down. Back to inside, they caught in the middle of the side as well. The Superman, he's not going to get the chance to get the ult off. As he's further silenced there by the squad of PSG.LGD. And now they're over towards Poppy as well. Rotomate on stand from Faith beyond PSG.LGD. They'll be able to find 3. Rocket Flare from wide.
We'll finish him off. Yeah, the team fight, the potential from PSG.LGD. You can see Wukong's command with the Aghanim Scepter. It's just too much. Yule Scepter is available. At the Boundless. Oh, he's waiting. Amen.
Wait for listen, yes, Faith beyond. He was there by the Remnant. He was ready for Nisha. Nisha still on the run. Low on the mana. TP's coming over. Jinq, seeing if he can catch him off, but will be speedy enough with the phase boost and the Yules to still get away from it all. Will Lip at 14-5, 6k lead. Secret, they went all in there on that attempt to try and take down Nothing to Say the 2 times. PSG.LGD, they were ready to turn this.
Oh, they were ready. I love the optimization from Fate Beyond. You know, getting that Road of 8,000, such a great setup for a lot of the things that they have, and maneuverable heroes, like crippling three heroes inside of Team Secret. And now getting into a BKB, has a Basher queued up, like he wants to be able to scale.
Yeah, queued up on Matsumaman, the BKB for him.
He had a Basher for a brief moment, and then realizes, you know, these silences, just relying on swap is not going to be enough, so I need to be able to go in with the BKB and actually deal the damage.
Yeah, pretty much for the most part, that Puppy's just not always able to provide that save. You know, if he wants to have any chance of getting in, utilizing the Wave of Terror, the Magic Missile, chances are he's just going to be in range of nothing to say, being able to reach out and catch the bench in the silence as well.
I've seen Jinkyu also like changing his item build quite a lot. You know, first he wanted to get some more damage. I've seen Orchid, I've seen Hex, but in the last fight you've seen, you know, he needs to be able to get his spells off from a further distance. Like that's just why I love Aetherlance so much. Like Aetherlance Blink Dagger should be the build here. Clockwork, he gets him.
Oh my goodness! I mean, he's out, but definitely some style points there for Y. It's the blind hook shot.
Even the broken clock is right twice a day, right? He used the hook shot multiple times on his allies so far. Sometimes defensive, sometimes didn't want to use it, but yeah, that's one kind of earned the respect.
Yeah, that was, yes, it doesn't matter if you don't get the kill there. It's you hit a pretty good hook shot.
To Radiant launch their middle tower.
Top lane, Exorcism's out. Tier 2, that'll be taken down. Secret, no position to defend this. They will not be turning up to fights until Matthew's got that BKB.
And it's just too much damage. Like, these two heroes can pretty much kill the Roche alone, kill the towers. They can take the outpost. There we go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gem, bought by Clockwork. He's also going for the shard. Top tier memer right there.
Comforting rune of
When you're having a good game, you know, you got to reward yourself with some of the more entertaining ability. Yeah, package definitely up there.
For the twins.
You always know you're having a tough game if you start falling behind a team that's got the ability to pick up a shard on clock.
The prize is mine.
Yeah, one of the best S tier shard right there. I feel there's always a better choice than the shard, you know, getting it.
But it's
pretty much anything.
It's the demoralizing factor, you know. You don't want to be that team that loses to the clock that was able to buy a shard and it didn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have like a limited turn rate.
Wow. It's because it's that powerful.
Yeah, it would be the OP.
Somehow,
completely agree.
And you don't get much better than Jet.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about
Still not committing for it.
He's not. I'm someone on his team saying don't do it.
No. They still have a tier 1 tower, so the reason is like he wants to save the buyback because he can easily buy back and then keep the tier 1 tower connect with the rest of the team even if he gets caught. But I don't think he should be the one holding the gem. Like, they should give it to someone else. Because he goes in, dies, could easily lose that gem.
That's true. I mean, could you even afford for sort of Arme to take it? I mean, he's got a Wraith Man and a GG branch, and one of those slots could do it. Or is it too risky to put it on Arme?
Arme's just holding a branch so he can hop on a tree. Nah, I don't know. It should be Arme holding it, actually.
Is Lina going to have tower full?
Why is that
He gave it to someone.
Nah, he's giving his... Okay, Faith Piano side.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, BKB, strong.
Anyone who's tanky, like he's quite suicidal on the Clockwork. Like, you go in, most of the time you're gonna die because you don't have that jetpack. If you have a jetpack, then you go.
Oh, here we go. Why? He's on to Puppy. Puppy outside of the base. Quick kill for PSG.LGD.
Come back for vengeance, and I'll do that.
Now get the pressure on this tier 2.
It's a level 3 exorcism.
Middle tower is under attack.
So quite a lot of damage. Nothing to say. Like, he's having such a good game. Involved in 12 out of 15 kills. Always there to back up the team. Some crucial silences so far. Super farm, boots of travel. Can be anywhere on the map. Like, whenever you have this kind of global presence or anything that can initiate from far away, like, you also want to pair it up with another boost of travel.
While on the side of Secret, you know, their core's having a tough one. Nisha 1-3-1. And this was a last pick Ember. He's just not been able to have much against also. River will catch White.
That's why I did not want him holding the gem, because he dies so easily, doesn't have a way of protecting himself other than the hook shot. Troll has enough money to buy a BKB. Going into Bastard next.
That BKB, they...
Oh, another Arcane Rune. That Prophet will pick it up. Exorcism ready in 40. Roche may respawn in a second. Let's see if it's a almost full 2 minutes.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. He's
Putting on
wrong.
the pressure on Secret, make something happen themselves. Passing moment,
Radiant's bottom tower
Arme
is under attack.
getting so far ahead of anybody else in the competition. 3.5k ahead of the farm of the Timmerman. Away towards raiding that basket to an Abyssal.
I'm understanding. This time around, I'm not fooling around or anything. I'm just getting that BKB. It's a 10-second BKB. He didn't even pop it once, but you know, it's still good to have it. Why?
Side wide. He's able to find the catch onto Yapsor.
We die!
Nisha will be able to run, but Yapsor left behind.
Like, if I was Mirana there, I leave. Like, I see that rupture, I know I'm dead, at least I'm going out with the style.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And so far, have you been really impressed with what's been achieved with the Ags on Yapsor, or do you feel it's not really done a lot?
It's just kind of a farming tool. They've not been fighting, so you don't see the full potential of it. It's good for pushing out the waves much easier. But other than that,
Jackpot.
you know, it's not that good of an act. It's a decent one. It's very costly. Like, it decreases his farm quite a lot. You know, he's staying 2,000 gold ahead of Jinkyu's Wyvern, and he's pretty much the same amount of farm as Pangolier. I guess maybe they do not want to give Pangolier that much farm because he has so many counters, so Yapsor's kind of taking over.
I get
Dire are scanning for enemies.
direction that they're trying to go with the draft here in the game. Basher status, Faithian. For the next fight, Roshan.
Jetpack is ready.
Got it.
He's got it.
He's got it. Here we go. Fly ready to fly all around the place.
Dire's courier is so dead.
Roshan. I don't know if Secret can contest this. It's a very tough team fight to play into. PSG.LGD, they take this Roche far. Secret, they're heading over.
There's so many monkeys. They need to be careful.
See what I can do. They didn't actually get the angle straight in, and on the side, Matthew puts the BKB, but a lot of the duration should be working. I think he'll be able to snatch the Aegis. PSG.LGD get the kill, but Zai's able to get the steal. Still though, that's Nisha dead. Zai dead the one. Zai will be able to break out the side. The second time, Matsu. Silence, but was able to get the battle chance up in time. Faithian being protected though by Jinju. Pushing forward and race. Faithian will survive. They can turn, bring down the Timberman. The rest of Secret, they've got to run.
At least they got something. You know, they got that Aegis, which is a pretty big deal. You would not want to have that on Ame because he would easily just go in and seize the high ground. That was also a Deathrock exorcism once again with the Arcane Rune. I believe that was like third or fourth one so far. They're still gonna go in. Ame picked up the cheese, so this is something that they need to be careful about. I think like Ame should always be able to get the cheese off. He's super tanky. There's no burst damage in Team Secret whatsoever.
Absolutely. Puppy up and swap Zai out of that. PSG.LGD nearly getting the setup to dive past the reaction of the killers. They take away the mid-range. Zai's going to jump in. With the Abyssal, will be able to slide out with the swashbuckle, but the melee racks are gone. Arme immediately moving up to the top.
Yeah, Zai, that was a 5-man shield crash. 90% damage reduction. They can't kill him.
Dire's middle barracks.
They can do to stop this. Throws the sword. The missile back on the puppy Zai. Starting getting in on top of Arme, but Arme is protected by the corner break.
Jeez.
Arme getting low.
Doesn't get it off.
I mean, Zai did that perfectly. He stunned Arme for pretty much the entire time, 100 to 0. They're actually able to kill him off before he can get the cheese off. But now, going to see if they can chase for more. Why? Get up on the side of this. And now the slow on GQ. Secret, they will defend. As Zai, I mean, a fantastic rolling thunder.
Yeah, the reason why he managed to do such a great Rolling Thunder is because he had a Lotus Orb. Like, Yapster used the Lotus Orb on him, and they did not want to use the Curse, nor the Rupture on him, because like, you're kind of in a bad spot there, but pretty much the perfect role from Zai there, controlling his Monkey King, not allowing him to use the cheese there. Like, we're gonna see that fight again, right? But I believe that Vintage Curse was available. Maybe he used it in the back lines.
It wasn't up at
the moment. Okay.
Zai just getting in, able to turn, and of course on the stairs, couple of bounces, using that Yules, and it just can't do anything, Arme. Zai handling him completely.
Yeah, and Curse just got ready.
Little too low, a little too long on the cooldown. couldn't protect Arme. Secret were definitely on the verge there of losing a second set of racks.
They can go in again. 6 seconds until Exorcism. They can just go in. They still have cheese in Arme once he respawns. He's level 24. Like once he hits that level 25, the extra Wukong's command lane. This is why Death Prophet and Monkey are such like strong combination of the heroes, where you can like easily siege when it comes to the late game. Still, like in Dota, sieging the tier 3 towers, still one of the hardest things to do. Wukong's command, huge amount of damage coming from the Exorcism. You can easily take it.
Play is going to be pretty fast. They are still obviously down 11k and a set of racks in the mid lane. PSG.LGD still feeling.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. Radiant just fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Did Radiant's bottom tower just fall? Don't answer that.
So I'll push him out.
See?
You know, if he uses the ult scepter, tries to stun lock him, I'll just push him out. So he gets a 4-step.
Double damage.
Did he come in for this angle? Secret might not expect them to be here on the high ground. Nothing to say. Gonna find any catch. Secret. I'll be able to stand to the side with him like a whoa! Not quite able to catch there. White Tide. Dodge is in place. Take that man, nothing to say. He's going in onto Arme. Arme will be able to the BKB and the cheese off. Going to the missile overlord matches. He's caught in the loop of the command matches. He's going to be into it for the barrel. This strike slam down onto the Charles. Arme takes him up a Tumba man. Zai will also force damage to the Wukong's command. He's bringing out to they've got a run for Arme. He's in. He's chasing over towards Nisha. Nisha trying to run, but Fake Dead and Arme looks upon him as 3 dead on Secret.
And just too much damage. Arme uses that cheese, gets the ulti off, locks him down with the Abyssal Blade, like gets extra armor from the Wukong's command. Troll is just not a match against the Monkey King in this type of situations. He also had a double damage on Monkey there.
It's a very hard fight for Secret to take. As soon as that battle chance comes to an end, Matuma Man is getting torn apart by the damage that Arme offers at this
Dire's
point.
top barracks are under attack.
Back onto the rack, PSG.LGD. To take this second set away from Secret. Secret not wanting to use the buyback from Zion Matuma Man. Still a tier 1 and a tier 2 down on the bottom lane, so Secret know that they'll be able to have the chance to pull together one more defense, and it is not getting any easier. Each and every fight pushes Secret
He has only one
further
lead
behind.
left. Oh, nicely done by Yapsor.
Lincoln Sphere as well for Faith Beyond, so no longer target they can look to set up on.
Excellent.
They have that Abyssal done on Matuma Man, which itself is still going to take a bit of time. Full AC. 1 and 6 now. That one death, of course, up top to Zai. Other than that, Arme has been having a perfect game. This is just opener. PSG.LGD, the Death Prophet and the Monkey King that we've seen so many times for them. Yet again, just having a beautiful game.
Arme is just a monster in this one. Hits level 25. Additional Wukong's ring, bigger Wukong's command. He's still thinking about like whether I keep Orb of Destruction, Flicker, Penta Edge Sword drop. This is an item that like Monkey King would definitely want to have. For now, just keep an Orb of Destruction.
Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
Trying to get the push down the bottom lane. Secret likely to try and defend outside of the base.
Oh, and there
Let these
goes
towers
Dire's
fall
bottom
and
tower.
PSG.LGD gearing up for third and potential final push.
Team Secret just cannot match the team fight from PSG.LGD, and like these heroes scale so much. Wyvern, Curse, like the stronger your hero gets, like the stronger his ulti is.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
They're trying to buy some Lincoln Spheres to cancel, like just to mitigate the Curse, the Ruptures, Abyssal Blades. Pango getting closer to one. Same goes for Marana, but they still don't have it. Would you look at
even
that?
dropping everything coming out.
Well, he has nothing to say because he just picked up like 5 arcane runes in a row on Death Prophet. I would also be
He's
silent.
had a lot than this game. Utilizing them to full potential. Holding back on these ultimates and great time with the Ghost, and you get that uptime going even more. Gonna pressure up next.
Roshan will be up in 30 seconds. They will not have Exorcism, but once again, because of that Arcane Rune, they will have it in a minute.
Should at least have it in time for any sort of fight if Secret do try once again to come out, test PSG.LGD around the Rocher's one. Guard done. The big items coming out from Secret side. Blink. The blink. Never the time to have go for the rope. Have a chance.
Yeah, they can. It's gonna be a refresher. I guess you give that to Monkey. Like, if he can set the second Wukong's command, like first Wukong's command could be just the one to take the tier 3 tower, and then have another one refresh the BKB, smoke.
He's going straight in. Top of the missile on towards Nisha. They'll try and hold back Arme. Get held back by the magic missile. Secret, they've got to run though wide. Comes in with a hook shot, popping into the safe side. Taken out to the side. Matu getting in on top of Xingqiu. He's trying to bring down the Wyvern, but the Cold Grace stop inside Xingqiu. And begins himself like the Wood walking down the flashes around Matu. He's surrounded by PSG as Matu goes down. Death for 90. He'll fly back on the drop.
They're gonna get Monkey. He manages to save Mangler for a brief period of time, but they still get him. Like, this is the target that Troll needs to go on. Like, he needs to kill the Wyvern. There was no curse in the fight. Roll. Die.
Can he do anything to save?
Don't get
It's the push this time. Die. Having to hold back Arme. Charging in. Ready to dive in on anybody. As Secret, they've got to
He used the refresher.
PSG.LGD, they're pushing onto the tier 4s. Fortification comes out. It looks like there's going to be very little that Secret can do to stop this power.
Wukong is available.
Sam still has that Aegis. He is not worried whatsoever. On the back line, Xingqiu's just going to be able to hold them back with a curse. The second tier 4 goes down. Arme, he's just looking to end the game. What's the BKB? The Wukong's command. At the engine, it won't fall. GG is scored as PSG.LGD. Game 1 is there.
Great decision making by PSG.LGD in the end. Like, they instantly buy on Wyvern, and not hesitating to use the